Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message. And also, there is this brother of ours who is being punished simply because he chose to stay faithful to his own wife. So he's working in a certain province here in South Africa. He's currently looking for a job. So he was working for a certain company. Whilst he was working there, that was when one of the supervisors came to him, a woman, and told him that she is in love with him and wants to sleep with him. Unfortunately, he then denied and said, "No, I cannot do that because I have a wife and you are at least older than I am, so we cannot do that." So this woman then punished this guy and got him fired. So he's saying that I've been sitting at home, I don't know what is wrong now. It's like there is this bad luck that is following me. If someone comes to me and says that I'm going to offer you a job, that person will end up ignoring me. I'll end up chasing that person as if I am a bad person. So he is looking for help. He is looking for a job. He was punished because he refused to sleep with one of the woman supervisors. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Then there is another message. The message reads like this. "Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a man who is aged 37 years old. I have 7 kids, 2 from my first marriage." So that is when I had my first heartbreak, because after I had stayed with my wife for about a long time and then we got divorced, with the way that she broke my heart, I did not want to be with a woman. No matter what, I just hated being with a woman. I did not even want to be with a prostitute. I had lost all feeling and I had lost hope in this thing called marriage. After that was when I got a job. I'm from Zim and I got a job here in South Africa. And after I had got a job, I started working in the supermarket. In that supermarket, my manager, she was a lady. She was someone who was in her early 40s. She had never had a child in her entire life. She loved me and she liked me a lot. So since I am someone who is very smart and well groomed, she kept on commenting about the way that I take care of myself, telling me that you are very smart. And I was working at that time not for a very long time. We ended up being friends. She then said, "You know what, man, I am looking for a gardener. Are you able sometimes to come to my place so that you can do my gardening?" I agreed. That was when she asked me if I was married. That was when I told her the truth about me. And I said, the reason as to why I got divorced from my wife, it was because she broke my heart. And after she broke my heart, I did not even want to get involved in any relationship with any woman because I was still heartbroken and hurt so much. She told me that she felt so sorry for me and she wanted us to be the best of best friends. And at work, that was when she made sure that I was going to get a promotion. And it was not only a promotion, she also made sure that I was going to get a lot of money. And that was when one day she said, "You know what, can you please at least go with me to the car wash because I want you to go with me there." But we ended up going to her house, and when we were at her place, that was when she started drinking her alcohol. We were just chilling whilst I was washing the vehicle. She then asked me one particular question and she said, "Have you ever been tested for HIV before?" And then I said, ever since the time that I got separated from my wife, I made sure that I regularly go and I get myself tested for HIV. And she was like, "Oh, wow, that is so great." And she said, "So when last did you sleep with a woman? When did you separate with your wife?" And I said, "Almost 3 years right now. I don't even know what it means to make love to a woman anymore." And she was like, "Wow." That was when she went indoors, and when she came back, the clothes that she was wearing, it was just a mini dress and I could see everything. She then took me to Clicks and she bought an HIV home test kit. She came back and she said, do you trust me? And I said, yes, I do trust you. That was when she said, I want us to test each other. And we then did that, and she found out that we were both HIV negative. She was so happy. And whilst we were sitting, then she was so drunk. And when she was drunk like that, I said, I do not want to take advantage of her. So I took her to her bedroom and made sure that she was okay. After that, then I went back to my place Monday morning when we were at work. She was so happy, and she called me into her office. She was like, man, I have never seen a gentleman like you. You did not take advantage of me when I was drunk. One day she told me that she was in love with me. And at that time I agreed because I was hungry for love making. We slept with each other for 4 weeks. Almost each and every day we were sleeping with each other. And then she kept on saying that, I want a baby, I want a baby. I know that you from Zim, you can help me to have a baby. So after about 2 months, that was when she found out that she was pregnant. After she had found out that she was pregnant, that was when she told me that she wanted to return back to her place, which is in Eastern Cape. And she said that she was going to be in communication with me. But the problem is that when she arrived at her place in Eastern Cape, I tried her phone numbers. Her phone numbers were not working anymore. And then she told me that she had given birth. She was like, thank you so much, my love. I have given birth to a baby girl, and I love you a lot. I'll never forget about you, but please do not look for me. I know that you're going to have kids in the future, and at least be happy that I am going to be able to give this child of yours a bright and a better future. Do not worry about me and never look for me again. The problem was that she used to call me, but when I would call her back, then I would find out that her phone numbers, they will be unavailable. That was the last that I saw and I heard of her. From there on, that was when I started dating. This other woman. She is also an older woman, much older than I am. So this woman, she's a police officer. She had never had a child before. She then spoke with me while we were dating, and she told me that she was going through a lot because her husband as well is someone who is also in the police force, and this man was now dating another woman simply because this woman that I was sleeping with had failed to give him a child. And after that, we then had a baby together. And she said, I do not want you to let anyone know that this child is yours. So this is a secret that is between me and her. We are lovers as well. As for that police officer, she did a lot for me. Even the time when I was fighting with my wife, when I would get arrested, she would come to my rescue. There was even one time when I got arrested because I did not have proper documentation. And then she said that I should not wait for my wife because my wife was just wasting my time. So she would come and get me released from prison when I would have gotten arrested. And then I started dating another woman. Me and this woman, we dated, and she had stayed for a very long time, and she had failed to have a child. So when I made her fall pregnant, she was 40 years. We went to Zim. Even though she's wealthy, she is from Zim. I went there, and her family were like happy because they never thought that she was going to have a child in her life. I am happy. She takes good care of my other kids. So she has a friend, this friend of hers who is aged 37. She is married to a very rich guy. Currently, she is now staying in Senton. So she is giving me a lot of problems because even though she got married to this man of hers, but she is failing to give him a child. So they have been trying for 4 good years, but the husband can't impregnate her. So she told me that my wife has told her a lot about me and she is willing to sleep with me. And she keeps on begging and pleading with me. I really do not know. What am I supposed to do? She is saying that this is going to be our own secret. So even that other police officer, last year she said, can we try to have a second child together, a secret child that we can have together? Please assist me. I need advice. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. That was the translation of the message that he sent to us. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. It is more like our brother has turned himself into a baby making machine. And I wonder, why is it he only manages to meet up with these women that are mature, that do not have kids? Why? Brother, are you using any certain type of a charm to make sure that you hook up with these ladies that are wealthy, that are well connected? How come all the women that you have met since you divorced your wife, they are wealthy women, mature women that do not have kids? There is something that you are not telling us. Be open and tell us the truth.